work. It's a good thing. All kinds of jobs going on. Some people working harder than others, but yeah, we're working. We're coming at you live from downtown, and I just wanted to show you the difference between what we have in the country that I live in. I'm a U.S. citizen, but the country where I live in, we have very little involuntary unemployment. If you want a job, the state is required to find you a job. If you need housing, the state is required to provide you with housing. Now, call that communism or socialism or whatever the fuck you want to call it, even though your average Tea Partyite has no political knowledge of anything. You know nothing about Marxism, you know nothing about socialism. You know, like I said before, you don't know anything about Karl Marx or where he lived or what he did or anything. You just go along with what, Fox News tells you to say. Oh, he's a Marxist. You wouldn't know a Marxist if it was handed to you in a brown paper sack. You wouldn't know anything about that. But, whatever. So anyway, we're going to talk about jobs today. We're going to talk about your job. Are you unemployed? Are you one of the countless millions of Americans who is unemployed? You probably are if you're a Tea Partier, tea baggers I call them. America's facing between 16 and 17% unemployment. It could be as high as 20%. And a lot of them are tea baggers such as yourself. Now, let's look at why you are unemployed. The main one is lack of education, okay? You probably don't have much more than a high school diploma, if you have that. That's your fault, okay? That is your fault, and that's like I said, that's your fault. You don't have an education. What is amazing is that there's so many Tea Partiers who are so stupid because, see, in America, anybody can go to college, all right? Anybody can go to college. All you need to do is get a loan like Stafford or any kind of scholarship and pay for it. You'll be into debt up to your eyeballs, but anybody in America can get an education. If you're black, you can get it. You can go to the United Negro College Fund. If you're American Indian, if you're a woman, pretty much anybody can go to college. And it's amazing to see the tea baggers these days screaming out that college is a scam. And you get all of these people like Gerald Celente. It's a scam. It's a fraud. Alex Jones, kind of on the same wavelength. That's really fucking retarded. That's really stupid. College and education is the one thing that they can't repossess and they can't take away from you. That's the thing about an education. It's the one thing that they can't take away from you. They can take your house. They can take your pickup truck. They can take your guns. You guys have been stockpiling guns and ammo, and because you're like, oh, that nigger in the White House, he's gonna take our guns. Well, you can see that the President Barack Obama has actually loosened the gun laws, which Bush put in. Oh, your little buddy Bush. But anyway, back to it. An education is something that they can't take away from you. And, I was certainly not the best school student, and I was certainly not the best college student. I was captain of the academic team for 3 years. But you didn't, you don't need to be captain of the academic team to go to college. I went to college in state, in Virginia, and state school, public, and I got a college education for about the price of, I would say, a really good used car, or maybe a new, maybe like, I don't know what cars cost nowadays, but it was like $24,000, and I'm glad I did it. Has it really taken me anywhere in life? No, not really. I mean, but it's a degree, it's something, and a lot of, the vast majority of jobs, well-paying jobs, they require a university degree in something, a lot of times it's specialized, something like business or whatnot. A lot of times it is a specialized degree that they want, but a lot of things you just have to have something that says you went to college. And whether you got an academic degree like I did, or something specialized like engineering, doesn't really matter. You have it. You have to have something these days in order to get a good paying job. These folks out here working on the tram tracks, they don't. They probably just have basic high school education. But like I said, if you want a job, they have to provide you with one. In America it's different. The government doesn't give a fuck about you anymore. Never really did. And so there you go. Another reason why your life is so shitty and you live in essentially a police state, and you're just like, oh, I just don't know what I'm gonna do. It's all that nigger. He did it. Now, the reason, a big part of this, and I have the balls to say it because most people don't, but I'm gonna say it. We, the college-educated, sort of, I wouldn't say upper class. I'm not upper class. I'm just a regular dude. But people who, are above, let's say white collar and up. A lot of the reasons that your life is shit is because of this. And I'll say it. It's because we don't like you. Okay? We don't like you. You insult us. You say things like, oh, anybody who goes to college is a faggot. We don't like you, okay? People who went to college, we own you, okay? I mean, for the vast majority of people who are in charge, we own you, okay? We're your politicians, especially. We own the companies. We run the banks. We own you, and we don't like you. You insult us. You say nasty things. You kill us. Okay, you take guns and you kill people. I mean, when was the last time you saw a PhD, or on America's Most Wanted? I mean, it's amazing to see. The disparities between us and you, but that's the main reason. We don't like you. You're insulting. You're like a nasty little brother or something. We don't like you. We're not going to do anything to help you when all you have to say are things, oh, nerd, you're a nerd, you know, like a lot of people do, you know, in you know, elementary school and high school and shit. Oh, he's a fucking nerd, you're a nerd. Well, you know, nerds grow up to run multinational corporations. Nerds grow up to be your boss. Okay, you know, just because a nerd can't throw, you know, a football, American football, you know, or drive a pickup truck, or wear jeans with a dip ring in the back pocket, you know, these people, you know, you might look down on them when you're a kid, but then they grow up and they really, I don't think that they lose that sense of looking at you, you know, sort of working class, blue collar, racist, uneducated hick, and they're not going to look at you with any kind of, you know, sense of affinity. Okay, we don't like you. We wish that you would go away. You're not going to, but slowly you are. Your job is gone. The Chinese slave children in the big factories that churn out everything, churn out the goddamn computer that you're watching this on, probably the chair that you're sitting in, the glasses you're wearing, the shoes that you're wearing, you know, your cell phone. I got me a cell phone, it's a flip phone. You know, your job is gone. Manufacturing jobs are gone for you. Now, while there's plenty of manufacturing going on in America, it's skilled. There's a big difference between skilled and you and your cousin Clayton, you know, down at the Motorola plant. Those jobs are gone. Okay. America still puts out shitloads of you know, high quality stuff, but you need skills to do it. It's like the last time I was in America, a couple of friends of mine, they wanted some souvenirs that said made in USA, you know. I said, yeah, sure, why not? And so the last day I went down to Walmart and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get them something that says, you know, made in USA, because a lot of times they really pronounce that, you know, like made in USA. Look, made in USA. Look, I found number 2 pencils, a package of socks, and some AA batteries. That was the entire, I searched Walmart high and low. I had plenty of money. You know, I was gonna get him like a, you know, this one guy likes to play pool. I was gonna get him maybe a new pool cue, you know, something made in America. Not a fucking thing, except for those batteries, some number 2 pencils, and a package of Hanes socks. You know, and I even looked at these t-shirts, you know, with like 9/11, we'll never forget, you know, and they're made in like fucking Pakistan, you know, NASCAR shirts, you know, with the American flag all over them, made in fucking Vietnam, you know. So anyway, I'm just telling you, that's where your job went. That's why your life is shit. We don't like you, and you eventually will go away. You're being replaced by Chinese slave children, and you know, it's saying, oh, them illegals, they're taking all our jobs. No, they're not. Do you really want to? Is that what, you know? Do you want to have a Mexican job? No. I'll end this on a high note. This is a park that they built a couple of years ago. It's especially for seniors, but they've got them all over. Anybody can come. And you know, while you guys are, oh, we gotta kill some more Afghanistan, you know, let's kill them all, fucking sand niggers. While you guys are building weapon systems and going to sleep on the streets, we're building parks for old folks, and I think that's a really good thing. So anyway, with that, fuck you, Tea Party, fuck you, bye-bye.